Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back at you with yet another video. I hope people out there, I hope as many people out there enjoy it as much as possible and it brightens some people's days, all being well, especially Roma fans. As I say, I hope people out there enjoy it. I do fear that people won't enjoy my videos or upload too many or whatever. And I hope it won't be too cringe-worthy for my own sake and my family's sake. So I hope I'm not too embarrassing. Whatever, I'll take full accountability if I am. But anyway, this is another one of my Roma videos where I hope to talk about my goals for Roma, and it's difficult to tell which is a goal or which is a dream, because part of me thinks a dream is a bit more like unrealistic, but I think until you try things, we don't know what we're capable of as human beings, perhaps. So who knows, we might be able to exceed expectations. Like if you look at nowadays technology and how it's developed, like with AI apps, new apps and things like, and even like apparently there's even flying cars and all sorts of things that we would have only thought of being sci-fi in the past. So not sure how reliable they are, but hopefully as reliable as possible. But what my point is that humanity can do a lot more than we think. But as I mentioned before, I also hope to keep it different to my previous video. So after this, hopefully, I'm going to go for a bit of a rest and then go to the gym a bit later to keep myself active. But hoping to do weights today. But anyway, try and getting back to topic. As I say, nice life story and that kind of thing. As ever, I'd love to know what you think, and these are some of my goals for Roma as I'm reacting to the gold collection. I'm going to react to the one this is a year old and they've got quite, so I hope you'll check out the Serie A official channel and the AS Roma channel and Serie A teams channels as well as Celtic. And this has 99k views in a year. There's also one that has 90k views in 9 months and one that has 28k views in a year, which is a bit short, but I decided to go on so I can hopefully get through talking about some of my dreams and goals and whatnot. Again, I think who knows what you can achieve. So sometimes, as I say, dreams to me are more unrealistic, but who knows what reality is, or well, I mean, who knows what we can achieve in reality more than we thought we could. But anyway, I'm going to try to stop waffling. I'm not drinking my tea at the moment because it's a bit too hot and I've spilled quite a lot of tea, so I'm going to have to clean that up as well. But anyway, sorry, keep going off topic, I do apologize. But I'd love to see like Royal London investments for Roma, Royal London investing for Roma, the Rothschild Investment Bank for Roma, Rothschild and Co for Roma, and their companies, and also like Rolls-Royce, Alfa Romeo, the Italian government itself, like its own sovereign wealth fund, CDP for Roma, and that kind of thing. Given my patterns, he's still too hot to drink, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm going to roll the clip, and I might pause it as I often do, like just to go through. Thank goodness that drilling stopped next door. There was drilling that drove me crazy, as I mentioned in my last couple of videos. But anyway, I'm going to roll the clip and try to. I suppose it's my own way of reacting. I'm not really reacting to the video as such, but symbolically, like as this is showing the compilation of goals, clips of goals, I'm hoping to talk about my own goals for the club. And please let me know what you think, as ever. Anyone welcome to comment, as ever. Speech and expression, all that kind of thing. But I hope especially to read from and hear from fans of Italian football, and especially Roma, and what people think of Roma. I would love for them to be the new Galacticos, I often mention, because it's like the Gialorossi, Galacticos. Gialorossi is a nickname for Roma, and the Galacticos was like when Real Madrid had all these great players, and they're trying to recreate that, I think. And also, I suppose, funny enough, as it happens, Roma and Real Madrid also start with R as well. But yeah, I suppose it will require a lot of investment. Anyway, here goes. So it would require a lot of investment from different sources. So that's one of the reasons why I'd love to see that investment. I just think it'd be quite interesting if, like, the Rockefeller Investment Fund, Rothschilds, Rolls-Royce, Alfa Romeo, the Repubblica, the Italian newspaper, sports newspaper, and funny enough, on this advert, Remitly and other companies that begin with R especially, and some that begin with A as well, and investors generally as well, would invest in Roma. And also I'd love for those to invest, as many investors as possible to invest in Celtic as well. which would be amazing to see what Celtic could do given the level of competition in Scotland. I'm hoping to come up with new ideas that are different to my last video on this topic.
Ancora nello stretto, altra accelerazione da parte di M.K.S.
So as I often mention, I'd love to see, I'm trying to keep it different to my last video that where I covered like the dream team and that kind of thing, but I'd love to see Roma have the best possible players in all possible positions, including squad players. The dilemma is like how do they develop the youth at the same time? And a goal I have is, or a dream I have, if you like, is to see Roma becoming world class. So I'd love to know your tips on how to make goals and dreams come true. If you have any tips in the comments, please share them in the comment section about goal setting and making your goals, dreams become reality. I'd love to read about that. As I say, I would love to see, using my neurodiverse creativity and my strange obsession with alliterations and patterns generally, I would love to see investors that begin with R, like Rolls Royce and others. And as I say, Alfa Romeo, I think would be quite fitting, as I mentioned before, because it's like AR, which is AS Roma, begins with A and ends in R, so it has the same sort of initials, if you like, and it's got Romeo, which sounds like Rome, and it's from Italy itself. But yeah, I'd love for them to have a small equity each in Roma. So many different investors, Arabian, African, Asian, and other such investors from around the world. If there was a sovereign wealth fund, I forgot to for Africa, Asia, and the Arab nations. I forgot to mention in my last video where I talked about the dream team, where I reacted to that, and I talked about my dreams for Roma in that one. But I had a dyslexia moment or something like that, but an awkward moment, but as I often do. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. But I was thinking the BRICS, a bit of another dilemma. I was thinking like, what if the BRICS New Development Bank invested in Roma? Maybe just generally the development bank itself, like the World Economic Forum and others, invested in Roma, the World Bank and things like that, to help them become world class. Just different banks and stuff like that. But with the BRICS nations themselves, due to my love for alliterations or obsession with alliterations, even compulsion, I'd say it's more of a compulsion than a love, I suppose. But I'd love for Brazil to perhaps invest in Bologna or even Bari, I'd say with the same initial. Russia, I would love for them to be able to come out of the wilderness and be able to invest in Roma if Italy remains. If Italy can become a military neutral nation and get investment from all possible different nations for their football teams, and Argentina if they join the BRICS as well, and other Latin American countries, and also, but yeah, with India, I would love for them to invest into Milan, China in like Catania or Cagliari, or yeah, given alliterations, I would say, and South Africa in like Sampdoria or another Italian team that begins with S. So given my strange, admittedly rather strange sort of and weird sort of obsession with alliterations, it's a bit of a dilemma. But if they, simply because you're not allowed to invest in more than one team in the same sort of legal competition. So maybe they could find some sort of way to invest. So I'd love for Roma to look into all the possible legal ways they could acquire investment, and I'd love for my fellow neurodiverse people and Eurasians to invest in and just generally fund it and support, fundraise for, and whatnot teams like Roma and other town teams as well, Celtic, but especially Roma, and help them to practice as well, like train Eurasians and neurodiverse people to go to Italy, especially Rome, and help them to practice, especially at youth level, and also hopefully have a lot of fun as well. So, and I'm going to roll the clip again.
finisce il prodotto, cerca l'aggancio. E se no vuoi a tiro, guarda che passa il palo e finisce in porta. La Roma è di nuovo davanti. Esulta José Mourinho. La rete della Faraoni al minuto 91.
So I think this video has gone on longer than planned as usual, so I'm probably just going to wrap it up there. But if you want to check out the original, please do check it out. I hope you will. Please check out the top teams, the top goals of every team, in this case Roma, and I hope you'll check out as many of those from the series on Serie A, and also check out like all about the teams in Italy's league, all about 20 teams in Serie A, and videos like that. I hope you'll check out as many Serie A videos as possible, especially like from the Made in Italy series, which I hope to also react to, like Made in the Roma version of that, as I reacted to a few different versions of that from different cities. So I'm hoping to react to as many Made in Italy series as possible. And yeah, I think that covers everything. But I'd love to know. I hope that dreams can become reality and exceed my own expectations. And as ever, I'd love to know what you think in the comments. Hopefully, it won't be too harsh. I hope it wasn't too cringeworthy. And I am out. Peace and love.